Hello, welcome back to the High Button Podcast. My name is Justin Belanger, the gentleman to my left. Usually you're on my right.
Yeah, this is the first switch.
The gentleman to my left goes by Tommy Guns Jr.
And we are hanging out next to a construction site.
Well, I don't know what the guy that lives next to us. He's always working on something. My bedroom.
Continue.
My bedroom window is right there. Every morning, I'd say 7 a.m. He's banging, he's mowing, he's doing something.
Yeah.
It's not. There is a legal time to start doing construction in the morning because people have to sleep. They're like, you're not allowed to start mowing the lawn past 6 or 7, something like that.
That's
I swear.
If that's the law, why is it so early? Like, why not?
Maybe they want people to get up.
Who's mowing at 5? Who wants
motivated people? I guess. I don't know. People that can't sleep.
I wanted to say something here.
Go ahead.
I've been MIA a little bit here to my vegan friends.
Vegan.
Take the vitamin stuff seriously, or you'll end up cooped up in a hospital bed like myself for a day. It's no joke.
Our hospital beds, the one that you stayed in, did it have that reclining and like the one that came up and down?
Yeah.
That must be nice. I'd like that in these.
I didn't have a chance to use it. I wasn't there for a day, but.
Did you have any interesting partners in the hospital room? You have to share a room with anyone? Got to know anyone's life story?
No, I was in the ER because I thought it was more serious than what it was.
You can't get to know
once
people?
they found out what it was, they're like, all right, get out of here. Just go take some vitamins. But
you can get to know some people in the
I could hear like the procedure that was going on beside me. And it was like, I was like, is anyone else not listening to what's going on? Like, I'm pretty sure they stopped a girl's heart and brought it back, like on purpose, and brought her back or something like that. And I was like in shock. I was like, did no one else hear that conversation?
Wow.
It's incredible. And you could hear the girl talking. I assume she was fine, but.
A lot of things can happen in a hospital. Tons of things. Every single possibility could happen in the hospital.
Yeah.
You have so many emotions running in a hospital. Yeah. Terrible.
There's always someone complaining. Like, it's going to take a long time.
Oh, the waiting room. Yeah, the waiting. They have a good bit on that. I think it's Jerry Seinfeld. It's like they make you wait in this room, and then finally you get called to go wait in another room. Like you think you've made it to the promised land, but no, they bring you to another room.
We haven't addressed something.
What? Oh yeah, we're outside.
The roof was open today.
We're outside. We thought.
Why not?
It's beautiful. We got a great backyard here.
Yeah.
I think we should do it more often whenever it's nice out like this.
Yeah, take advantage of it.
It'll be interesting to see what it does for the mood of the podcast. Maybe when we're inside, we're a little bit more hostile. When we're outside, we're a little bit more free going. I don't know. It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
We were speaking outside. We went to the baseball game yesterday for the first time.
Yeah, the Vancouver Canadians. You know what I learned about them?
What's that?
They're not a single A team.
What are they?
They're a single A short season team, which means they're typically younger. Because they're players who have never played a full season.
Oh.
So they break them in with the shorter season, then they work them up.
Okay.
So there's different levels of A ball. There's there's AAA, AA, and then there's like different kinds of A.
You know what I just realized? I don't know if I should be wearing shorts right now.
Why?
The short shorts, the camera angle could be going up my crotch. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a risque podcast, buddy.
Yeah, fuck it. I had a great time yesterday. It was fantastic. I can see we're going back tomorrow, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go back.
Let's do it.
They lost today.
Really?
Everett, yeah. They lost 5-1, I think it was.
Wow, I wonder who's
Seattle Mariners minor league team.
I wonder who was throwing.
Yeah, like we fuck. The food was incredible yesterday.
It was not. It was just.
There was a lot of food.
There was a lot.
Tons of it. If you were in a mile radius of the stadium, you could smell the popcorn.
The popcorn was like stale. Some of the worst stadium popcorn I've had.
Did you like any of the food there? You had the burger, you had the fries.
The ice cream was good. The fries were good.
The fries were good. Ice cream was good.
But the burger was disgusting.
Brr, not good.
I didn't have the hot dog.
The cheese wasn't good at all.
No, it was
filling though. After you have a couple beers in you, it's not really. Food is food at that point. I don't even like to drink and eat at the same time. I like to drink separately, eat separately. Maybe if it's wine, like a red wine, I'll eat like a nice steak. But when it comes to beer, I don't like to eat when I'm drinking beer.
While I'm eating, I'll get a water.
Yeah.
So, because sometimes you're going to have a bite of food that is maybe too dry.
Yeah, I know.
You're not going to be wanting to throw down some sort of juice or fucking milk.
Do you remember the oldest year
Yeah, go ahead.
of wine that you've ever drank in your entire life?
No. You?
No. But I'd like to. I wish I
Did you know that white wine isn't supposed to be aged?
white wine is better when it's
Fresh.
interesting.
Yeah.
No, I'd like to say that I've cracked a bottle of a 1987 red, but I haven't. One day.
What, 1987?
Crosby. 91, of course. That I think that's something you should do, is crack a bottle of wine of your own birth year. That'd be kind of cool.
See what I taste like. Something else really big happened last night.
What's that?
The fireworks extravaganza.
Fireworks get me wet. I fucking love fireworks. They get the party started.
So we go to this baseball game. We're thinking the game's going to end. They're going to shoot off some fireworks. That's it. Nuh-uh. They bring out like a fucking trailer filled with like stacks of fireworks.
Well, let's
It was like a half-hour long show.
the professionals brought them out. The actual firefighters brought them out. Like, they were trained. They slept all day. Had a pregame nap.
One
came
guy
to
was
the
wearing
game.
jeans though. I don't get the fire coat with the jeans.
Yeah, they all had their fire coats on. I remember that. They definitely took that thing extremely serious. They definitely told everyone they knew about that. I'm gonna be at the Nats game.
Did you see them running between the shit, man?
No, I didn't see them run.
You didn't see them when they were lighting them every time one went
Oh
out?
yeah, out in the
They're like
field.
ducking
sorry,
and
yeah.
dodging fireworks. It was incredible.
It was one of the most extravagant fireworks displays I've ever seen.
That's why they call it the extravaganza.
Speaking of fireworks, Canada Day is coming around the bend, July 1st.
What are we gonna do? Hit the beach? There's
Well-
definitely gonna be a beach party.
Yeah, I'm twerking till 3, but after
What the fuck did you just say to me?
I'm working till 3.
Okay.
I'm twerking till 3, and then after we can do whatever.
I might just hang out at home, grab a 12er,
I don't even know if Sarah's
walk
working.
down to the beach.
What beach, Jericho or Kits?
The one that's 80 steps from my front door.
So you're going Jericho. I'll come with you. I'll make the hike over.
How about we start there?
Well, apparently they had a great 420 thing. Remember on 420 they said it was a party there?
Yeah.
So I can't imagine that Canada Day would be anything less. Canada Day basically is 420. It's the same
Just different,
thing.
different color leaf.
Yeah. Yeah. Well put.
Yeah.
I'm liking this outdoor environment.
This is nice.
I feel very
I'm getting two
zen.
things done at once. 3 if you count this Werther's original.
How are you liking that the peach lemon tea?
I put the peach lemonade tea aside for the Werther's original.
Can I have a sip of the peach lemonade? It's my juice. I'm taking a sip.
Do you want some Werther's as well?
No, I'm good.
What's as far as hard candies go?
Yep.
Is the Werther's the most flavorful?
Werther's
I'm talking
hard
like
candy.
a classic hard candy. It might be the only classic hard candy.
Oh, you're chucking the word classic in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't throw a
probably.
Warhead in there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Warhead was like,
No.
no, it's not a classic taste.
No.
A sour taste is not a classic taste. That's an immature taste.
Yeah.
I think it's the most classic candy that's in the grandmother dish.
Yeah.
The Werther. If you go over to a grandfather house, you're bound to find
Well, it's usually
a Werther somewhere.
It's in there with mints and black licorice. So
Oh yeah, I was surprised of the ice cream that you picked yesterday. Are you usually a mint chocolate chip guy? Or it was just there?
yes.
You are a mint chocolate chip guy.
Yeah, are
it's
you?
It's great. It's refreshing. It's good on a hot day. I don't like when people get like coffee, ice cream
Well, no, here,
on
I'll-
a hot day.
It's still ice cream. I'll tell you what though.
Yeah.
I stopped getting mint chocolate chip for a long time because I used to get it every time, and I missed out on like this other shit like fucking werewolf tracks and
What's werewolf tracks again?
I don't know, man. It's just weird shit like fucking hoof prints, whatever all this shit is. I never tried it.
Rocky Road. That's the one
See,
I like.
I don't know what that is.
It's chocolate, but with just like a bunch of chunks of chocolate in there. Really good. It's really good. They used to have it at Cows.
See, yeah, that sounds
fan
like,
of
that sounds like
cows.
too much chocolate to me. I like the. If I need at least 2 like different flavors, not one flavor just intensely. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Lonzo Ball got drafted to the Lakers today.
I couldn't watch the draft. What did I miss?
It was hilarious.
Oh,
So
really?
before they even interviewed the kid, Lonzo, that's his name, right? Before they even interviewed him, they interviewed his
That's good
dad.
peach juice.
They interviewed his dad
Oh
before
man.
they interviewed the kid. And as soon as he gets drafted by the Lakers, he pulls out this yellow and purple Laker big baller brand hat.
No.
Just waited for him to get drafted, then pulled it out. They interview the dad. They're like, "How long have you been waiting for this?" And he's like, 19 years. I was planning it. It was actually pretty good TV. Everyone else, they didn't interview anyone else's parents. Just him.
Who took did Fultz go first overall?
Yeah, I did. I feel bad for Lonzo, man. Imagine if your dad was like that, just talking up a storm. He's predicting his kid's future. He's like, yeah, mark my words, Lakers are going to be going to the NBA playoffs next year. It's like, imagine
Only
if
if
you're
they
fucking
sign
him.
Paul George, they might.
Oh, is that a thing?
It's possible.
Did you see Lonzo Ball's trying to recruit LeBron? He's like, hey, LeBron, come to the Lakers. Whenever you need the ball, I'll give it to you, man. It's like, shut the fuck up, kid. You're 19.
Yeah.
Not even on the team yet.
I see. This is the
I
thing.
hate that.
Here's what's grinding my gears about this NBA offseason here. It happened last year too. There was this insane offseason. It was crazy. All this crazy shit happened, and then the same two teams played in the finals. None of this, except for the Durant thing. Like Derrick Rose trade didn't matter.
Do you think it'll be the finals next year again?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cleveland, Golden State.
Yeah.
It is exciting, but it's not exciting. Cleveland has to pick up another guy. Cleveland has to pick up a shooter. They have to.
Who else? Like,
I don't know.
what else are they gonna do?
I don't know. Recruit Curry. I don't know.
You think it might be coaching? Well,
Do you think it's coaching for the Golden State Warriors? Do you think they have great coaching?
yeah. Look at their game plan, man. They're getting open shots. Everything they do is wide open. Layups. Every shot they take is a wide open shot.
I think if they had a different coach, if it wasn't Steve Kerr, any coach could have made that into a championship team. The players they had were just too good.
I disagree.
I agree that they were always open.
You're telling me player for player, the roster is that much better than Cleveland? Cleveland's got the best player out of all of them. Like Curry, Irving, that's a good matchup.
Let me think here. No, I still think Golden State player for player is way better.
Whatever.
Durant, Curry, Draymond, Clay.
I think Clay.
And they're all just fantastic shooters. Even Draymond hit a couple threes in the finals. They're just, I don't know. They're great players.
There seems to be a dog attack happening in the neighboring yard.
Maybe doing it out. Do you think doing it out?
Hey!
Do you think doing it out?
Right.
I'm really wondering if doing it outside was a good idea. Do you still think
There's
it's a
only
good
one way to
idea?
find out. There's only one way to find out, Justin, and that's to finish it. Another question for you.
Shoot.
At work, there was talks of starting a softball team.
At your work?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're invited, by the way.
What position?
We don't know yet. We're just gonna try to work things out.
I'm happy with Rover. Okay, keep going.
Happy with Rover. I'll settle for Rover. But we're trying to we were discussing what is the ideal makeup of the summer softball team.
What do you mean?
Like, what type of player do you need, realistically?
You need a good Rover. You need a guy that can go everywhere.
So
play
we're
every
gonna
position.
agree that the top player on the team goes Rover, or do you go or do you drop the Rover and go 4 outfielders?
Because it's tough. It's between Rover.
We never played Rover with the Banditos.
Yeah, you're right. It's either Rover, first base, or third base. I think.
What? Gee.
You need a guy to catch the ball.
Yeah, you don't get to be the best player on the team to catch the ball. Waste someone with fly ball tracking.
Okay, so then where do you think it is? Third base,
Shortstop.
But
or center field.
The reason why I didn't say shortstop is because Rover can be right behind the shortstop if the shortstop makes the mistake, and close behind. A good Rover will know how to judge that ball if the shortstop's gonna miss it.
So the way I see it, I'll break mine down for you.
Go ahead.
The first and second best players, respectively, need to be, I think, shortstop and center field and or Rover.
Okay.
Because they're often
Center field.
They're often look at Brody in the summer. Center field, that was huge.
He always took control. He did.
You need at least one other good in the outfield, and then every team's got a weaker guy. You can maybe get away with a weak guy in the outfield if you have the 4 outfielders.
How do you feel about putting the weaker guy at catcher behind the plate?
Well, I think
Because you always got the guy from first to cover home.
offense, but I think that's Catcher's a female position.
Oh, is there has to be a female on the
Minimum
team?
of 3. Catcher, second base, I think.
Okay. Second base, definitely.
And then, one's going to go rover.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess you're right. So I guess then my answer switches to shortstop. You have to be a good shortstop. You have to cover shortstop. It's a
Yeah.
shortstop.
You're right about first base needing someone who's good enough that they can play the game and catch the ball. And
If you think about it, I'd say most of the action's at first base in a softball game. Because no one can really make it to third or second, but everyone can make it to first. A lot of people are
just
going
catching
to
a
first.
ball. You're not taking any ground balls.
But there's plays where the ball might be too far, might be too short, and they might jump off the bag, might let it go, then let another player take 2 bases. A lot of factors can come in with a first baseman in a softball game.
I'll put the third and fourth at first.
I didn't like playing third base. I don't know why. I just didn't. Oddly enough.
It's a strange softball position because you're coming across the field. I don't think you need a short and third and a small field like that. Ground balls. One person can cover that area. No?
Yesterday was hilarious. The guy at third base made a nice stop, threw the guy out at first. Like it went up to the third baseman. Third baseman made a diving catch, threw it to the guy at first. And after like they make an out, they just like kind of toss it around.
Yeah.
Well, they tried to look cool and they fucked up and like it went far into the other team's dugout. And the guy sitting behind us goes, "Ha, you're not that cool."
Oh,
They
man.
tried to look like pros, just tossing it around, and they ended up chucking it in
That
the
whole
dugout.
stadium was full of people who didn't know the rules, trying to explain the rules to people who are asking them the rules.
Which there was definitely a couple characters sitting around us that could have been on the podcast.
We gotta hunt that guy down.
There's a guy.
He'll be there Friday.
There's a guy sitting in front of us who's basically claiming that everyone on the Vancouver Canadians could be in the major leagues right now.
Oh yeah.
He's basically claiming that it's the best baseball team going. He could have been. He's probably the GM in his mind. He made the out calls.
This guy,
like the ump.
This guy was about 38.
Yeah, his dad was sitting in front of him, which I didn't get.
Oh, his dad was there.
His dad was there to the left. Like, the kids in front of him, like the kid with the green hoodie.
Yeah.
Well, those kids were with the dad. So I just assumed that the dad was like a teacher and those were his students or something. I don't know. But then, yeah, the kid was sitting behind the 38-year-old.
And he was getting hammered.
Yeah, he was. Well, he only had a couple beer in the last inning. I don't think he had beer during the game.
No, he was drinking the whole game.
Did he?
He was blackout drunk.
Uh,
I saw him stumble up the stairs with 2 beer, like spilling them, like feet crossing.
he passed the
Made
aisle.
my
once.
knees slammed together.
He was walking up the aisle and he passed it. He couldn't find it, and then someone went, "Hey!" He goes, "Oh, couldn't find it." He
was
every time the pitcher threw an out, he did the ump out sign. Yeah, he had his own.
He'd stand up.
He'd stand up and do it. There was times where he was being annoying, where I couldn't even see the play at first. He'd stand up as the ball was being thrown to first, and I couldn't see the out.
Imagine how annoying he would have been if you were one of the people he was trying to talk to the whole game.
Oh, I thought of that as soon as
Justin,
I
we shouldn't be
got there.
saying all this, man. We want him on the show.
I don't think he cares. I don't even think he'll fucking come on the show.
Let's just not tell him the name of the show and then invite him on.
Yeah, as soon as we got there and he started talking to the people in front of us, I was just like, thank God. Thank the Lord. And then they got up and left, and there was a gap between us, and I thought that he was going to start talking to us. But then the people came in, those teenagers,
Yeah.
and then everything got handled by
I
them.
love eavesdropping at these games.
Oh, they're fantastic.
The guy behind
The
me,
guy on the date, tell them about the guy on the date.
he wasn't on a date. He was just, there was like a group of them. And I'd say they're around 18 years old. Maybe older. Nah. Yeah, maybe.
No, a bit older.
You think? Anyway, I don't think he was on a date with this girl. I think he just,
He was trying to hook up with her.
this going on. I'm not going to tell you what he said. But,
Let's say the wardrobe thing.
no, he said, oh, by the way, I have an incredible wardrobe. Oh,
My
man.
wardrobe is incredible, by the way. Imagine saying that to someone. Oh
My
God.
wardrobe.
I was watching The Bachelorette again today with Sarah.
What? Today?
Yeah, she had it recorded from whenever.
Yeah.
And just some of these guys, like this guy wrote a rap
No.
for the girl, and like they have their alone time, and they go.
Was the guy white?
No, he's black.
Okay.
And
Because she's black. It would have been funny if he was white and trying to do the black thing to him.
trying to fit in. Anyway, so like this guy goes up to the girl in their alone time, and he's like, "Hey, I got a poem for you." So you think it's just gonna be like he's just gonna say things that are gonna rhyme, but no, he puts like melody into it and he starts rapping to her, but he uses the word poem. So he starts rapping to her, and at the end of it, she's like, "Oh wow, thank you," and then he's like, "Oh yeah, thanks, I appreciate that." And then she just goes, she doesn't say anything after that. She just goes, "So I heard you were fighting with Dylan." And then he just starts talking about how he got in a fight with Dylan and how Dylan was a liar. And I just think, like, how many guys are out there that really think these things work? You're like, you gotta. Does a poem really work on a girl? Like, that's how you're gonna sweep her off her feet? I'm gonna write this girl a poem, and then everything's gonna be fine. But then again, maybe there's some girls out there that are like, yeah, if someone made me a poem, that would sweep me off my feet.
Maybe in junior high school.
These people are what else happened? And then they go back in like the common area, like the living room. They're all having drinks, and the girl's not there. It's just all the guys talking, and one guy just goes, "Man, fellas, she's the total package. She's an attorney. She's got her shit together. No, she didn't say her wardrobe. They said, what did he say? He's like, she's cultured. She can cook.
She's cultured."
And he does this with his hands. Like, he starts listing, 1, 2, 3. He starts like listing off a bunch of things. And all the guys are sitting around him going, she's the one. Yeah, that's her. It's like, you fucking idiot. You guys are fighting for the same person.
They're sitting there drinking together.
They're all wearing their like J. Crew suits, just sitting there drinking their scotch. Oh yeah, man. She's the one. Yeah, I hope I get a rose. And they ask questions like, "So what do you think you did this week for you to get a rose?" And then the guys are like, "Well, we had our one-on-one, and I bought her something." And they come up with the ridiculous idea, and it just makes me think: is this really them?
How many are left?
I couldn't even count. There's a lot. There's probably like 10, 12. I just think, like, is it the producers telling them to say this ridiculous thing, or is this actually who they are? Because if it's who they are, then we're in trouble, man. These guys out here.
This is season 29.
Is it?
I don't know. It's a lot.
It's 150 for Canada. This Sunday, Canada Day. 150 years old.
The Bachelor's been going on for
the Bachelor's
a sixth of Canada's life.
Oh, that's terrible.
Brutal.
The Bachelorette Canada, is that a thing, or is it just American?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No, I think it is. I don't know. It might not be, but
did I do my bit on how they should have some people that are the underdogs on The Bachelorette?
No, yeah, like just like a 40-year-old.
Get a 40-year-old in there. Get a blind guy in there. Get a deaf guy in there.
Yeah, mix it up a bit.
Get a handicapped guy in there.
Is those things not handicaps?
Like get a guy like with a cane. Maybe get a albino. Get an albino in there.
Oh my God.
It'd be interesting. It'd mix things up, because whenever one of these people would be eliminated, they can just pull, it's because I'm blind, isn't it? And that could create more controversy. Because at the end of the day, that's what these shows are for. You got to create controversy.
Yeah.
I'm sure on The Bachelorette, none of these guys really hate each other. They're just like, if you want a paycheck, call this guy an idiot.
Are they getting paid?
Yes, they're getting paid.
All of them?
Oh, fuck, yes.
You think?
Of course they're getting paid. They have to leave their jobs to go fight over a girl for 6 months. Yeah, you're getting paid.
Would you do it?
Well, I have a girlfriend, Tommy. So no, I would not. Would you do it? You'd do it. Yes, you'd do it.
I'd do it.
100%. Tommy, listen, we're going to give you $50,000 to fight over a beautiful girl over these...
50,000, Justin.
I don't know. I'm just ballparking numbers here.
Yeah.
You'd walk in there, just, hey, I'm Tom. Looking for a good time? Come with me. That's what you'd do. I'd love to see you on a reality show.
I think I'd do well.
You do. What's the one you're aware of reality shows? Which ones are out there?
Not really. I know a couple.
So you got Survivor, you got Big Brother, you got Bachelor, you got that's pretty much it. Which one would you go for? You couldn't do. I
know
Survivor.
Big Brother maybe.
Well, Big Brother, you're in a house, you're comfortable. There's a lot more characters on Big Brother.
I could politic on that show. Hey, I heard Jesse's gonna. He's rooting to vote you off this week.
He's voting you out of the bedroom this week. Yeah,
we gotta form an alliance.
But yeah, just these shows, they're not reality. They're made up reality. There's no true reality show anymore.
This microphone is just driving me crazy.
You don't like it?
No, it's.
How do you feel so far about the outdoor podcast experience?
I feel nice because I was locked in that cellar all day.
Oh yeah, I came by and I saw Tommy this morning.
Yeah.
You looked happy. Not really.
Well, yeah. I was just starting my coffee, and I just clicked on the Vegas expansion draft roster.
Flurry.
And then I look over. Justin's in the window waving.
That made your day, didn't it? You were happy to see me.
That was.
Vegas, NHL, cocaine. The NHL has a cocaine problem. Do you think that's going to be bad for the NHL?
You can
And
get
its players.
You can get cocaine in any city you want.
I guess so. I guess if you have money.
The temptation's gonna be the parties and shit.
The stat that I'm interested to see is how the home record is for the Vegas Knights, because the away team coming into Vegas for a night, 2 nights. But then again, these guys are pros. But then again, they're also hockey
Then
players.
again and again.
Then again, the young guy that goes in, first time in Vegas.
Then again, their team's not gonna be that good in the first place.
Then
Maybe you can. Maybe that if you have one chance a year to come in hungover, that's probably the team you want to do it against.
Then again, you got the divorced guy that's on the road in Vegas. He's there for 2 nights. Maybe you'll have a little bit of fun. And then again, you got the head coach that doesn't really have to be there.
I think it's a post-game thing.
Yeah, I guess so. You'd be pissed if you had to fly right out of Vegas. Maybe you wouldn't. Then again,
They're on
Vegas is always going to be there.
Then again, they're on the road. Yeah, these guys can go to Vegas whenever they want.
How was
They
Vegas? You love Vegas.
Yeah.
It's hot as balls there right now. They had the NHL. I told you this. It was the hottest day there in 30 years or something the other day, and it was during the NHL All-Star game.
It was not the All-Star game.
Or the NHL awards. Sorry, McDavid got the Conn Smythe, best player of the league. Ted Lindsay.
Ted Lindsay.
Ted Lindsay.
Ted Lindsay. Shout out, Mr. Lindsay.
Austin Matthews, Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Real classy.
Was it?
Real classy. He had a great acceptance speech.
Really?
Thank the family, thank the friends, thank the family, thank the coaching staff, and then at the end, he gave the big
Did he
thanks.
thank the family?
Yeah, the family. Yeah, that's what I said. The first one was the family.
And so was the third.
Oh, the family. It was family, friends, teammates, coaches, and then at the end, he thanked Leafs Nation. You guys are the best fans in the world. Thank you. And then he lifted it up and then walked off. And then it went right to Mike Babcock. And then he was like, shit. He was like, yeah, good job. You did that. You did well.
How didn't Babcock win Coach of the Year?
Oh, yeah. Tortorella won. It's all politics with this, Tom. It's all politics.
Tortorella just... Oh,
Politics.
man, I hate John Tortorella.
His speech was funny. He was like, I'd like to thank the ownership for Columbus for giving me another chance at the best job in the world. I appreciate that. It was funny because he knows he fucked up a couple years ago. He brought the temper down. He probably started meditating.
I doubt that. What what did he say to the reporter that time?
Get the fuck out of here. What was the guy? Brooksy, the guy in New York.
Brooksy, he knows him by his nickname.
He goes, Brooksy, you're probably that kid at the bus stop that got bullied. And Brooksy's like, no, I wasn't. He's like, all right, well, get the fuck out of here. They're having like a kid argument.
This is a grown man.
Gee, Tortorella broke his ribs last year at a practice. Someone left like the bench door open, fell right into it. I think it was at one of those outdoor games, like the outdoor skate, like a pre-game skate.
Oh, God.
Fell in, broke his ribs. Coaches have a bad rap. Didn't Steve Kerr like break his back this year or his ribs? Like he wasn't able to coach for a while?
He's had back problems
From playing.
I think.
You go.
He's like 6. I don't know. Tall people just have back problems.
How long do you think Shaq has
How long does he have?
to like keep walking straight till he can't
Did you
walk?
see his foot?
No, what's wrong with his foot?
Google it. Not now. I don't want to see it.
But Steve Kerr, he has some great stories about Michael Jordan. Like back in the day, like in the dressing room, on the road, things he'd do.
They fist fought.
Yeah, they did in practice.
Yeah.
He said that he just used to smoke like a cigar a day and just go out and act like nothing ever happened. He'd stay up till 3 a.m. on a road game, play cards.
Who, Jordan?
Jordan, he's just a freak of nature. Like they'd go have a away game in Phoenix. They'd golf all morning and then just go play a game at night, put up 40 points.
That's
just
incredible.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Incredible. How do you do that?
Did golf on a game day?
Golf on a game day. Did you see that Barcelona Dream Team documentary?
No.
Watch that. I think it was his 30 for 30 or 60.
Barcelona.
Well, the Olympics were in Barcelona.
Oh, right.
And the stories about that team were just incredible too. Charles Barkley, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Stockholm. Is that how you say his name? Stockholm?
Stockton.
Stockton.